Yes, the angels are very strong, and the sheer power of the angels rolled away the stone at Jesus' resurrection. Angels, however mighty, though, they are not almighty. They are not omnipotent as our God is. Angels are not to be worshipped, but point to the worship of Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, because they themselves are worshippers. Now for their holiness, the holiness of angels. Revelation 14:9-11. A third angel followed, shouting, warning, if anyone worships the beast and its image and takes the mark on forehead or hand, that person will drink the wine of God's wrath, prepared unmixed in his chalice of anger, and suffer torment from fire and brimstone in the presence of holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Smoke from their torment will rise age after age. No respite for those who worship the beast and its image, who take the mark of its name. Also, their holiness in Mark 8:38. If any one of you are embarrassed over me and the way I'm leading you when you get around your fickle and unfocused friends, know that you'll be an even greater embarrassment to the Son of Man when he arrives in all the splendour of God, his Father, with an army of the holy angels. And Jesus spoke that. Angels possess the attribute of derived holiness. The elect angels, after their probationary period and their victory over Lucifer's appeal to self-will, now have sinless perfection from which it is impossible to fall. I would like to go from their holiness to their patience. Numbers 22:21-35. Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and went off with the noblemen from Moab. As he was going, though God's anger flared, the angel of God stood in the road to block his way. Balaam was riding his donkey, accompanied by his 2 servants. When the donkey saw the angel blocking the road and brandishing a sword, she veered off the road into the ditch. Balaam beat the donkey and got her back on the road. But as they were going through a vineyard with a fence on either side, the donkey again saw God's angel blocking the way and veered into the fence, crushing Balaam's foot against the fence. Balaam hit her again. God's angel blocked the way yet again. A very narrow passage this time. There was no getting through on the right or the left. Seeing the angel, Balaam's donkey sat down under him. Balaam lost his temper. He beat the donkey with his stick. Then God gave speech to the donkey. She said to Balaam, "What have I ever done to you that you have beaten me these 3 times?" Balaam said, "Because you've been playing games with me. If I had a sword, I would have killed you by now." The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your trusty donkey on whom you've ridden for years, right up until now? Have I ever done anything like this to you before? Have I?" He said, "No." Then God helped Balaam see exactly what was going on. He saw God's angel blocking the way, brandishing a sword. Balaam fell to the ground, his face in the dirt. God's angel said to him, "Why have you beaten your poor donkey these 3 times? I have come here to block your way because you're getting way ahead of yourself. The donkey saw me and turned away from me these 3 times. If she hadn't, I would have killed you by this time, but not the donkey. I would have let her off." Balaam said to God's angel, "I have sinned. I had no idea you were standing in the road blocking my way. If you don't like what I'm doing, I'll head back." But God's angel said to Balaam, "Go ahead and go with them, but only say what I tell you to say. Absolutely no other word." And so Balaam continued to go with Balak's nobles. A very patient angel indeed. Matthew 18:10. Watch that you don't treat a single one of these childlike believers arrogantly. You realise, don't you, that their personal angels are constantly in touch with my Father in heaven? And that was Jesus speaking. With these scriptures in mind, do you see how the angels have the virtuous quality of patience as they wait before God and do his bidding?